Hello and welcome to the Industrial Bootcamp series. This is episode number 15, our final episode in this series. It's called At Your Service. My name is Kerry Rose. I'm the Industrial Channel Account Manager for the Southeast. With me again today is Marty Regan, Industrial Channel Account Manager for the South Central, and Nick Wysong, Industrial Technical Sales Engineer for the Southeast, South Central, and West. Today, we are going to cover Panduit's professional services. Our series has covered the basics of industrial networks like best practices, standards, building block products, and their application, testing, and much more. But the question is, where does one begin on their network convergence or migration journey? Slide. Panduit offers professional services through its Partner One partners and distributors with the goal of delivering customers a robust, validated network architecture and documentation support. These services will reduce deployment time, improve commissioning time and expenses, and ultimately reduce operational maintenance and repair costs, thus ensuring a physical infrastructure that meets IT/OT convergence needs and the demands of the industrial network. Next slide. Panduit services include assessment services and design services. Assessment services are designed to help the customer assess what they currently have installed and can help the customer prioritize remediation needs or help define a best practices solution for future expansion. Panduit offers an on-site service where a physical inspection is performed and reports are provided. Panduit also offers documentation assessment, which is done remotely with the use of InterView. This type of assessment is a great tool to actually find out what is installed in the OT network and provide a comprehensive documentation of that network. Panduit offers industrial network design services. These services can include a full CSI master format Division 27 design or a front-end engineering design, a feed study. We also offer project management service, but these services be configured in certain hybrid situation to meet the customer's needs. Now I'm going to turn over to Nick to provide the details on assessments and designs.
Thanks, Kerry. Panduit services offer a few different options based on the needs of the customer. The first one I will talk about is the physical on-site assessment. This is where one of Panduit's RCDD engineers will come out to the site and do a physical assessment of that site. They will check for things like bonding and grounding, pathways, cabling, cooling, power, enclosures, and labeling. They can either check your existing infrastructure or work on a proposal or a layout for future builds. After the site assessment, the RCDD engineer will produce a report of all the site findings based on TIA standards. This report will contain the necessary information to develop new infrastructure or migrate a legacy architecture. Some customers choose to do a remote documentation assessment. In this assessment, the RCDD will gather as much information about the network as possible, along with any applicable drawings. Panduit will also make use of its InterView software to map out the logical layout of your network. This will help the engineer identify issues with the network on a physical level. This meeting can be either used to set a baseline for expectations on a physical assessment or simply guide on how to improve your network. Taking this a step further is Panduit Certified Design. This is an in-person multi-day site visit. During this visit, the Panduit representative will do a full physical design to support the logical architecture. The end deliverables will include cable pathways, Ethernet connection map, enclosure elevations, standards compliance, and a complete bill of materials. And once again, these are all these designs and assessments are based on TIA standards. These assessments are done at a combined effort between the customer and Panduit's RCDD. Marty is going to go into more detail into each of these phases, but at a high level, I will break down the construction design service into 4 main phases. Phase 0 is used to discuss the statement of work and documentation that will be needed before the first site visit. Phase 1 will work on proposed pathway drawings. Phase 2 dives into cabinet and rack elevations, and the final phase will be used to generate the final BOM and drawing package. Marty?
Thank you, Nick. The statement of work sets the expectations for the project. It describes the work to be done, the deliverables, timing, and associated costs. The program report details the technical performance expectations and the functional requirements of the physical infrastructure system design. Network topology, redundancy requirements, racks, cabinets, enclosures, pathways, cabling connectivity, grounding and bonding, labeling and identification are all part of this report. Next. The Phase 1 deliverables will include horizontal space planning, overall plant and room levels, pathways, and a one-line diagram for the backbone cabling. Once approved by the owner, this will become the basis for the design. Next. In Phase 2, cabinet and rack elevation drawings, identification and labeling, enclosure mounting, grounding and bonding details, as well as cable schedules are delivered for customer approval. Next. Final deliverables complete the documentation package. The intent of this extensive package is to provide drawings and specifications suitable for the client or owner to solicit competitive bids for the installation of the required physical infrastructure to support the logical architecture. Our Partner One program can provide certified installers to fulfill the installation requirements and provide a 25-year warranty on the infrastructure. Furthermore, Panduit Services team can offer as a service construction administration to validate that the installation meets all requirements as specified. Next. With this episode, we conclude our Industrial Boot Camp series. We began with the architecture for a plant-wide deployment, followed by standards and best practices that are recommended for a high-performing, robust, and secure industrial network. Subsequent episodes discuss the scalable building blocks and complementary components to support the architecture throughout the levels of network distribution, from the core switch at the front end of the plant to the last mile with the emergence of single-pair Ethernet. In episode 14, we discussed Interview as a network monitoring tool to keep you updated on this mission-critical asset 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Finally, today we offer our services team to help you with your journey, from assessing your current state to complete physical design. We have an ecosystem of partners that can support at any level of assessment, design, or deployment across the globe. We hope you found this series informative and we welcome any discussion on how our Panduit team could further assist you. Thank you.